Welcome to DWI Steelers Edition. Fellas, listen, I know what y'all's thinking. Ugly loss, but what comes with the victory comes defeat. So you got to be prepared for shit like that. That's Dude, that's Wax, I'm Illy, we are DWI, and this is our Steelers Edition. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Wax, let me ask you this. 2 losses in a row. How you feeling, my brother?
I don't feel good, man. Like we dropped 2 out of the 3, and it showed a lot. Like I thought we were a team to be reckoned with, but like it's starting to that opinion is starting to fall off a little bit.
Right.
I mean, now mind you, we played like 3 games in 11 days. I think it
13
was
days.
something like that. So I'm kind of, that's kind of like, that's really tough on any team, but I feel like we could at least got 2 out of the 3, and that's how I'm feeling. I'm not like making excuses or anything, but I feel like we should have won 2 out of the 3.
I get it, but I was just getting ready to say that those same teams we played are in the same position that we're in. They're playing the same amount of games we are, so that says a lot for whoever's on the victorious side. That's the only statement that I'm gonna put on to what you're saying.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I totally agree with you, bro. So, dude, what are you feeling about this whole situation with these 2 humongous losses on our fucking record?
Yeah, I feel like Wax. I wish we could have got one of those out of the 2 that we just lost. I think we could have got one, but
Right.
when you look at both games, we got manhandled both games. So it's like, and I don't know, coaching wise, they need to step it up, like because the game plans for both of the games were bad. The clock management on both of these games was bad.
Right.
So and then the little mistakes here or there just kept piling up in both of the games. You know what I'm saying? When it came to this last one, like Russell saw daylight and then just fumbled the ball, and you can't have that. And
Right.
then he throws a pick six like a series or 2 later, and that pretty much was the end of the game.
Right. It was the proverbial nail in the coffin,
Pretty much.
as people would say. I feel the same way you both feel. I share the feelings mutually. All I'm stating is that there was games played, 2 games pretty much within 7 days, would you say? And there are 2 teams out there that had the exact same schedule identically for that time period.
Right.
Not saying that everybody plays that type of football in the back half of the season, but with that being said, I would have liked to be victorious on both of those games.
Yeah.
I felt like we came up short in every aspect. The defense played lacklustrous. The offense couldn't get off the ground. Russell, even though he, started off fantastic, that run, I seen daylight with him. I was right there with him, man. I'm like, this dude's getting ready to score. He looks like a 24-year-old quarterback.
Right.
Then he fumbles. That hurt. That took the momentum in the win right out of our sails.
It really did.
Then to come back, like you said, a series later and throw an interception, and not just an interception, the kid just walked into the end zone.
Right.
As he's getting up. Dude, do you feel like that was roughing the passer on that play?
No, not really. I mean, it was just not really. It was just a bad decision. It was a bad throw.
Right.
I don't even know if the decision was bad. It was just a bad throw.
Right.
He put too much on it and led him a little bit too far, and dude made a heck of a play on the ball. He really didn't have to make that much of a play because it was right to him. So, you just need better decision making from Russ.
And you got to adjust.
Right.
As a quarterback to.
Right. And then, like I said, the game plan in both of these games was just horrific, man. I swear to God, the toss to Najee Harris is the worst play in football.
Right.
Like, stop doing it.
Right.
I don't get it. And then Jalen was started to look all right, and then they went away from him again. Another thing that I didn't like, and it kind of happened in both games, was like when I said the clock management. When Tomlin, it's like we go for it on 4th and 7 when we're down a touchdown, we don't get it, and then we're down 2 touchdowns, and he punts it, and it happened in both games. It's like that pretty much was like
no guts, no glory.
Yeah, that was the white flag. It was like after you punt that, you need 2 touchdowns. Then we didn't get the ball again.
Yeah,
because the defense was already gassed and Harris, and Henry was just killing us all game. So
How much did he finish with?
he had 160 something, 162 yards.
So, Wax, let me ask you this. Do you feel like we're a contending team right now for the playoffs? Do you feel like we can contend?
I mean, I feel like we can, but like we're not a powerhouse.
Right.
Like we are kind of like middle, if you will. Like we're not the worst team in the playoffs. We're not the best team, but like we're gonna have to play some of the better teams eventually, and we need to get our shit together.
Right.
Period. Because if not, we're gonna be bounced out of the playoffs our first game. Like we can't go into the playoffs and make these same mistakes.
Right.
And I felt like, the line should have been molded by now, you know what I mean? Because they had all year to come together and start playing as a team, but it
Right.
seems like they're not playing as a team.
Right. What do you feel? What do you think, Ellie?
I feel like he does, but I do want to say this. What's his name? Broderick Jones. He's still making like simple rookie mistakes, and he's not a rookie, man.
Right.
Yesterday, I will say this. I'm gonna stick up for him. Like they gave him a false start, and it looked like he was just trying to,
Right.
how should I say, gather his faculties or readjust or maybe set the fake or the audible,
Right.
and then they flagged him for the false start.
Right.
He's done such a terrible job when we needed him that they can't help but to blame it on him. So yesterday it could have went either way.
Right.
But that's the only thing that I've seen out of that offensive line that I've been seeing this season. Like he has totally single-handedly kept himself and that offensive line at a disadvantage at so many different times. Yeah.
He shows flashes at being decent sometimes, but then he just has lapses in play.
Right.
As with all of them, they all do. Because like Russell, I kind of blame him for the game for the most part. But
Oh yeah.
But you can only do so much if you only got 1 second back there. So,
Right.
And I kind of feel like Wax, it's like we show flashes sometimes that we're good. We definitely need George Pickens back.
I was just about to say his presence is missed so
Yeah.
much back there.
But as far as like the top tier of the AFC, I don't put us up there. We can do anything. Once you get into the dance, it is what it is.
Right.
But I'm mad because I didn't want to be limping into the playoffs. I wanted to be on a nice little hot streak, where we had our confidence up. I feel like our confidence is down now. And that's not good for when you got to play some of the best teams.
Yeah. Especially this late into the season.
I was going to say, and our next game is against the defending 2-time
Right.
world champions.
Yeah.
So,
On a Wednesday.
yeah, man.
Christmas.
Which means it's even a shorter week.
Right.
So, we have to get our stuff together, man. And I'm kind of nervous to see how we're gonna perform on Christmas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be at home with their family and shit. Nobody really wants to play football on Christmas, but you get
Right.
paid to. So,
Not to mention, my bad, Wax,
No,
I didn't
you're
mean
all
to cut you off,
right.
but
Okay.
not to mention how good would that be to get a Christmas victory?
that would
We
be
need it.
excellent. Like Duve said, we definitely need it. We can't drop 3 out of the 4 because that's just that's not a
Right.
good look and it's not a good feeling.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what else we need. We need them to, like everybody at home, we need these guys to do us a favor. We need them to actually do us 3 favors.
Right.
That's like, share, and subscribe. You know why, Wax? Because it costs them not one damn dime.
Not a penny.
Just to get this exclusive Steelers content, dude.
Right.
All they got to do is those 3 things, and I think you wanted them to do something else.
Yeah, get in that comment section. Let us know. Put a rant down there. Let us know how mad you are, because if you're as mad as we are, you see it. So get in that comment section. Let us know how you feel.
Let me ask you this, dude. Postseason, going into the playoffs, because there's a good chance we're going to have home field advantage.
I don't know if it's a good chance. There's a chance.
I mean, if we come off victorious against the Chiefs, we got home field advantage, bro.
We got to win both.
I'm not saying we ain't, but if we can beat the Chiefs, we can beat the Bengals.
It's a big if.
Those of y'all that are at home,
I just wouldn't say it's a good chance. It's a chance. I wouldn't say it's a good chance.
Well,
because the way we've been playing, and then, like I said, we got to play the Chiefs.
but we're due.
I mean,
We're
dude,
due.
yeah, but dude don't mean shit if you don't go out there and play.
I agree, my brother.
So, but go ahead, ask your question. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, all I was gonna say was, who do you see us playing first round?
It all depends on if we can win a division, because if we win a division, we get us a home game. If we lose one of these other 2 games, we're probably not going to win a division, and it'll end up being probably at Baltimore. If we don't win a division, we'll probably end up playing at Baltimore in the first round. If we win a division, we'll probably end up playing maybe the Broncos or the Chargers at home for the first game, which would be sweet because we can beat one of them. We already beat both of them.
Right.
So I'd rather that, of course, because I want a home game.
Are you sharing his feelings, Wax?
For sure. But like we need the Ravens to lose. We need to beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Bills lose. You know what I mean? But like
Bills are on a hot streak.
Yeah, like that's just a big if. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just got to go do our job. We got to worry about we control our own fate in the playoffs this year. If we win both of our games, we win a division. Because I don't see Baltimore losing another game. And we gotta beat the Chiefs and we gotta beat the Bengals, who are gonna be happy to foil our plans. So it's not gonna be easy. Either game's not gonna be easy. So they gotta get out there and do their damn job, man.
Yeah. I feel that. I share that. Those are my exact thoughts, dude. So with that being said, moving forward, I feel like right now we're in a position to where we could shock the world. We don't have that caliber of team. I told you, both of y'all, when I talked to you yesterday, I come to a cross in the road, man, to where I'm going to shut that window a tiny bit before I jump out it again.
Right.
Because, like, realistically, I know what we're dealing with. We have a team who's on the way building. We're not where I can go ahead and put everything up on the house and say, this is a guaranteed victory. It was nice to feel the way that I did because we started off so fucking hot, man.
Right.
So with that type of energy, it's us against the world, and I still feel that way. Win, lose, or draw, I'm a Steelers fan through and through.
I want to see better play calling, because Arthur Smith he's okay, but it's like he's not creative enough, and we're predictable again. I'm tired of being predictable. Like, we've had a predictable offense for the last 5 fucking years. It's like, do something different. Run some crossing routes. Do something different. Stop running Najee on first. Stop running a toss to Najee on first down every fucking time.
Right.
The tosses don't work. Everybody sees him. He's not the fastest guy to get to the outside, so stop running him out there.
It's almost like Arthur Smith is against doing it based off the fact that he feels like people are wanting him to do that, so he's not going to do it. He's like, no, damn it, it's going to work.
Right, I'm trying to will it to happen. It's like, man, you got to use some creativity and switch it up, man. Switch it up. We're towards the end of the season. Everybody has seen what you're going to do. Now's the time where you got to start using your brain and start switching it up. Right. Because everybody knows what you're going to do. Everybody knows what everybody's going to do. Mm-hmm. But at this point, that's when you got to start putting a wrinkle in here or there, throwing the Freiermuth a little bit more. Like, Freiermuth don't get shit like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of the better targets that we got. But it's like every once in a while, Freiermuth will get the ball, and it's like, man, Freiermuth should be damn near a focal point of the offense.
He should be getting just.
My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, Will.
I was gonna say he should be the second target.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like we have a bunch of receivers that's not stepping up and carrying their own weight.
Calvin Austin III stepped up tremendously these last couple of weeks. Anything that's been thrown his way, he's been adjusting on that situation and making those catches. I feel like he's doing his thing, man.
He has, but he's just limited.
Right.
He's a smaller dude, so there's only so much you can do. That's why I was saying with the crossing routes, he'd be perfect for that. A crossing route or a nice little shallow slant.
Him and Williams crossing.
Not even Williams.
I'm saying that
over the
because
top.
you got a big target.
Yeah, but going over the middle,
you need somebody to break away from the defender, whether it be a linebacker or a corner,
Right.
and catch the rock and then scamper.
Right.
Williams is like more or less like a deep threat because he's tall and fast.
Right.
He is, but I'm throwing that big joker across the middle if I got to throw him in the scheme somehow.
You're probably going to get him hurt.
He's too big to get hurt.
Nah.
Them little guys is going to get hurt. They catch that damn ball coming across that middle. They don't see something coming.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Well, we can beg to differ or agree to disagree, but I feel like if you put Williams on that cross route, he'll be just fine, man. He's a big target, and he'll be able to pick up that first down. That way we don't have to run that fucking toss to Najee you don't want. You know, run that bitch on the first down.
No.
Because he's not going to be our Williams is not going to be our second or third, or he might be our third target.
Right.
So if you got George Pickens back as our first, he's the deep threat. You take Calvin Austin the third and Williams, and you cross them on a cross route. You got a big and a fast target. You can't lose with that recipe. And I'll have fucking Freiermuth running like a little slant. So, like, you got both of them on a crossing route. I'll have Freiermuth running a slant. I got every option known to mankind open at that time. So, I'm pressing for that. And if need be, while that's happening, I can run a little die or a little draw to Najee or Jalen Warren, your favorite back there. I can make that shit happen. Not for the simple fact I'm willing it, but I'm using every option. I got 4 physical options up there right now. Right. Deep threat to Pickens, crossing route with Calvin Austin and Williams, Freiermuth for the slant. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I'm with anything that's creative and different than what they've been doing.
I just know this. There's a reason why Atlanta got rid of Arthur Smith. And I feel like a little bit, and this is just a tiny bit for now because I don't want to prejudge him and throw him in that category or in the fire, but I feel like we might have got their problems.
Yeah, because like one of his biggest issues down there was he wasn't using his targets. He wasn't using his weapons the right way. He had Bijan Robinson and wasn't giving him the ball. You know, he had a few people down there that he wasn't really getting the pill the way they needed. So I think that's rearing its ugly head too. So, you know, and like he did good when he was with Tennessee, but look who he had. He had prime Derrick Henry and a monster O-line. So you could do what you want to do when you don't have that. You have to be able to figure your way around not having those.
You have to play to your strengths.
Exactly.
We've been saying that all season though, so it sounds like a broken record.
Right. But I mean, until they start doing it, I'm gonna keep saying it. Like,
I agree.
I don't understand why it's like if you know your line ain't blocking like they're supposed to be blocking, you have to call up plays where they don't need to block for 5 seconds or enough. Like just call plays that's gonna work for your squad.
Little quick hitters.
Something.
Quick hitters. They don't run enough screens. Shit like that. Shit to keep the defense
on their toes.
Not just keying in on every time they see Najee back there, they know he's getting the ball.
Right.
And they're praying to God that it's a toss. And he grants their damn prayers every time. I'm like, bruh.
Like, surprise.
Right.
I can't wait till we get rid of Najee.
You've been saying that all season, Wax.
I've been saying that for a couple seasons because he's one of our Achilles heels, man. Like, so I can't wait for us to ship him off somewhere and start over at running back, or just draft somebody that we can mold into what we need.
I can respect what you're saying because I felt the same way. I'm sorry. I'm just saying I can respect what you're saying because I felt the same way about Deontay Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
there's people calling for them to get Deontay back. I'm like, why?
Exactly.
I'm like, why would you do that?
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, he already quit on his team, and they were contenders. So like, what do you want? You don't want to be on a winning team. You get mad 'cause on a winning team, you quit on a winning team. What are you gonna do with us if we don't do what you want to do? So like, cut it out.
That's already happened.
Right. Get him out of here. He's just going to cause turmoil in the locker room. Be ready to fight with everybody. Let him go. Let him fend for himself out here in these streets because he already fucked his money up.
I'd rather get Mabeltron back. No bullshit. I'd rather have Maple Drive than
Does he
Deontay.
even play for anybody right now?
It wouldn't matter.
I
They're
think he
both.
was playing for Canada, some Canadian team.
Is he?
Where he belongs. 'Cause
Right.
he had the world in the palm of his hands and squandered it all.
But yeah, man. I mean, I will say this, man. Losing's never fun. You know, and I'll never run from a loss because I stand up real fucking tall when it comes to the wins. I'm there snapping out, you know what I mean, wilding out and giving that crazy, courageous energy that they gave me back to the public when we had that win. So I'm going to definitely stand in to hear the music when we take our lumps.
Right.
But, fellas, I hate coming with this lacklusterous energy, but this, I feel, is getting ready to make my energy change a bit because it's the favorite part of the segment for me. Prediction time.
That's it.
Dude, we gonna go with you first.
I know every game this year I've predicted us to win, but I got a bad feeling about it. It's hard for me to go against Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not gonna lie. I think we take our third loss in a row.
Yeah.
I do, and I pray I'm wrong, but I think we take another L, probably like 27 to 18 or some shit like that, 27 to 20 maybe.
That's respect. What about you, Wes?
I'm not feeling too confident about this game, but I'm still going to say the Steelers are going to win this game. We're going to beat Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid at their own game. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 17-14 us.
All right.
I told you I'm not jumping out of the window. But that don't mean I can't repel. Listen, I will come get you off the porch.
All right.
When we beat that ass.
All right.
I'm going to come by and I'm going to be like, come on, youngin'. I know you didn't think we was getting ready to win. Bring your ass.
Listen, I hope I'm wrong.
I know you're going to be wrong. Not to say that, boo for dude for not believing, but I'm going to come. I'm going to show up at... See, you bitch. That's your fault, man. Shit. That's fucked up, man. That's what we're going to do anytime somebody says some shit like that. All right.
We're good, my man.
But nah, man, I'm going to show up and I'm going to have a tumbleweed and say, y'all laughed at us. Y'all thought we was going to lose. And I'm going to throw tumbleweeds around the whole town. And I'm going to say we're going to win 21-17 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. I mean, Patrick Mahomes and them they're formidable, man. Like they know how to win games, and our defense has been completely suspect. And I think Joey's out. I think Joey might be hurt.
I was just about to say,
And
man, I know we bitch a lot about him.
Yeah, and I don't know if Deshaun Elliott's still hurt. So we're down a lot on defense. So I don't know.
Well, that just means that the catch behind him, like my boy
But
Corey Trice.
Corey Trice is out. He was getting cooked, but he ain't been out there all
He
year.
ain't been out there, man, and he's getting ready to show the world who he is, man. I had a good long talk with that cat, man, and I know that he can, show up and show out when need be because he suffered a ACL tear, repaired it, got back into it, got drafted. Now it's his time to shine. So Corey, if this gets back to you, bruh, shine, man. Shine like we talked about, man. Go out in there and do your thing, man. Make Pittsburgh remember you, man.
Right.
Go fucking Steelers, man. So, with that being said, all good things must come to an end. But we will be back, same time, same location, different material. Peace.
Peace.